Hi and welcome to this video log with me, Wayne, from SwimCycleRunCoach. Well, the title of these sort of little blogs or vlogs is my meandering thoughts about triathlon training and swimming. And that's what today is really, a meandering thought, because I watched the Auckland World Triathlon Series where we had Johnny Brownlee, who went and won in a fantastic form, and we also had Philip Graves in the race. And this is one of the first times that Philip Graves has really been in a World Triathlon Series race. And you thought to yourself, well, why is he there? Well, he was there specifically to do one job, and that was to see if he can be the domestique at the Olympics in Rio. Now you have to question to a certain extent if that is fair on the people who are currently trying to get World Triathlon Series points. You've got Aaron Harris, Adam Bowden and people like that who are potentially able to podium in various races, but they're not necessarily being given a chance. We see Philip Graves coming in, and he's now trying to get one spot when he's absolutely no chance of getting a podium place. Why is that? Well, Philip Graves has been good from a very young age. He's a good swimmer and he's a good cyclist. In fact, he's a brilliant cyclist, which is why they want him there. But do they really need him? In the race in Auckland, he didn't make the front pack, which meant halfway through the race, because John is in the front pack and he nearly always will be, he jumped across, leaving Mola behind in the second pack, and actually made the front pack. Now, once he was there, he had absolutely nothing left. And when he started the run, you saw very tired legs, and he pulled out before the finish. Now, if he's pulling out before finishes, that means he's getting no points whatsoever. So the only conceivable time he's useful is if one of them has a puncture or something like that, or a fall. And then, assuming Richard Graves is in the front group, he can drop back and bring them up again to the front group. But in the event of a puncture, remember, this isn't cycling. You don't have cars travelling behind. You have to get to your service area where you have your spare wheels. And that could be 1, 2, 3 kilometres or 2.5 kilometres away if it's a 5-kilometre loop. That, if you lose that sort of time on a flat tyre, you really are not going to be able to make it up at that sort of level. And if you do make it up, however good Philip Graves is, and I've said he is good, you're still going to have tired legs for the end. Not only that, to get 3 members of the Olympic team, we have to score a certain amount of points. To score those certain amount of points, we have to have X number of people in the top few of triathlon's elite. And to do that, we're going to have to rely on people like Aaron Harris, Matt Sharp, Adam Bowden. Now, if we're relying on those people to get the points, it seems to me quite nasty that you could then say, look, thanks for getting the points, boys. Off you go. We don't need you now. Of course, the British Triathlon setup could say, well, we did fund you to get those points, and you've got a career out of it. But unless they go to the Olympics, their career is rather limited unless they go long. So I think it may be unfair that Philip Graves is there at all, because he really can never do anything in the run. That's not his fault. His legs are huge. He's large. He's not the slim beast that you see of the Gomez's, the Brownlees and the Molas. You need to be very slim to run fast at that level. Give you an example. I think if the pack, if let's say he made the front pack, which is not by any means guaranteed in the swim, so he's out with the front pack, and people said, okay, we'll follow you, Alistair, we'll follow you, Johnny, because you've got your domestique and we expect him to do the work. We're not going to do the work for him and we're not going to do the work for you. And Alistair said to them, all right, go on, Philip, go for it, really go for it, really get ahead of the pack. Well, he could get 5 minutes on the pack and he's not going to win. And that 5 minutes is going to kill his legs. So having him as a domestique, I don't see necessarily as a positive move in any way. I think we have to have someone, if we are going to have someone, who could potentially win it if they got 1 to 2 minutes clear. Philip Graves just isn't that person, and however good he is on the bike, and he's storming, he'll never win a 10k road race with people 5, 6, 7 minutes behind him like Gomez, Brownlee, Mola, Murray. They'll just simply catch him. Okay, there you go. That's my thought for this week. We'll see the Gold Coast Triathlon this weekend, where again, John is there, Philip Graves is there. Can Philip make the front group? Can he actually make a difference? Triathlon this weekend, where again, John is there, Philip Graves is there. Can Philip make the front group? Can he actually make a difference? We remain to see whether that's the case. Have to have someone, if we are going to have someone, who could potentially win it if they got 1 to 2 minutes clear. Philip Graves just isn't that person, and however good he is on the bike, and he's storming, he'll never win a 10k road race with people 5, 6, 7 minutes behind him like Gomez, Brownlee, Mola, Murray. They'll just simply catch him. Okay, there you go. That's my thought for this week. We'll see the Gold Coast Triathlon this weekend, where again, John is there, Philip Graves is there. Can Philip make the front group? Can he actually make a difference? All right, have a lovely week. Hopefully the sunshine will continue. Enjoy your training. See you next week.